ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। सुमुखश्च एकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्नराजो विनायकः धूमकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षः फालचन्द्रो गजाननः वक्रतुण्डः शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बः स्कन्दपूर्वजः शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्य द्विरदवक्त्राद्या पारिषद्या परस्सतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिं जन्माद्यस्य यतः अन्वयात् इतरतश्च अर्थेषु अभिघ्नः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायः आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः तेजोवारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो वृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोचितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यः हृदि अवरुध्यतेः अत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरह कातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवः अभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि यः स्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारम् एकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितीर्षतां तमोन्धम संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. Now with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off yesterday. We came up to Slokam 6 in Adhyayam 4, Skandham number 4. Sati Devi in two minds and confused because one part of her says she wanted to listen to her husband's advice and not transgress it, not go beyond it. Another one really pulled by her desire to see her sisters and mother, whom she has not seen for a long time. She wanted to use this occasion of attending Daksha's Yajna to go and see them, in spite of the warning from Shiva. And so she left in a hurry, very fast, and Shiva's followers and the retinue, including Nandi Bhagavan and the various Yakshas, they all followed her very quickly and then placed her on top of Nandi Bhagavan and then carried her there through to the Yajnasalai with all paraphernalia like umbrellas and music and dance and Veda Goshagal, everything. So they entered the Yajnasalai and all directions you could hear the Veda Gosham from the Vipra Rishihi, from elders, spiritually advanced elders reciting Vedam so beautifully, and then also the Devatas were all present in all directions, and in the Yajnasalai itself, it had all the materials required to perform the yagam properly, okay? And then the various materials required were all kept in appropriate pots, and so then she entered that Yajnasalai up to the point we came. Now, Yajanam Samavisate, in Slokam number 6, the last two words, Yajanam Samavisate. Okay, so that means into the Yajnasalai she entered. Now, number 7. And what happens is, and she has come there, and she has already been humiliated by her father, by her father. Earlier, because of the cruel words her father spoke to her husband unnecessarily, and so already she has once been humiliated and disrespected. Because of Daksha's behavior, earlier conduct towards her, and out of fear of Daksha, all the people present in the Yajñasala did not welcome her, except her sisters and her mother. They came immediately and embraced her. They were crying, like, so happily to see her, and their voices were all choked with emotion, and they were so happy. Number 7. Tam agatam tatra na kaschana adriyate vimavitam yajñakritaha bhayat janaha rute sasrurvai jananim cha sadaraha premasrukandhyaha parishas vajuhu muda. Tam agatam tatra na kaschana adriyate vimanitam yajñakritaha bhayat janaha rute sasrurvai jananim cha sadaraha prema asukantyaha parishasvajuhu muda. Tam, words are tam agatam tatra na kaschana adriyate vimanitam. Vimanitam is a manita. Manita means to respect, okay? And manitam means to offer respect. Vimanita means not being offered respect, okay? Yajñakritaha bhayate janaha rute sasrurvai. Now rute means accept, sasrurvai their own relatives, jananim and mother, cha sadaraha, sadaraha means very lovingly, prema asru kantyaha parishas vajuhu muda. Tatra agatam, tatra or tam agatam, here it says tam agatam, so tam is the right tam. Tam means her. In English it means her, not she, but her, okay? Or in Tamil we say avalai, you know, in the sense it's a Strilingam, which is the feminine gender grammar. It means avalai in Tamil, okay? Please understand. Tam agatam, tatra agatam, who came there, agatam, to that Yajñasalai, who came, tam avalai, that Sati Devi. And what happened? Vimanitam. She is Vimanitam means she has already been humiliated and disrespected earlier. Remember that. Everybody knows. So that Sati Devi, who arrived and also had been once humiliated earlier, kaschana janaha, no one. Janaha is a singular word, so kaschana jana means no one. Yajñakritaha bhayat. Yajñakritaha, the person who is doing the yajñam, the yagam is being done by Daksha Prajapati. And Yajñakritaha, in the person who is doing the yagam, bhayat, the fear, afraid of Daksha Prajapati who is doing the yagam. Kaschana janaha, no one, na adriyate, no one welcomed her. Okay, na adriyate, they did not welcome her. Okay, welcome means, you know, when people come, you go and give them respect, isn't it? Appropriate to their status and position and all that. And correspondingly, you offer the welcome. And Bhagavan comes, you do Purna Kambam, right? We all know that. We have seen that. So here, she was not, nobody even welcomed her at all. Swasruhu rute, except Swasruhu, her own sisters, Janani cha, and mother, Sadaraha. Sadaraha means with lots of love, lovingly, prema asru kantyaha, prema asru, lovingly, out of love, the asru, the tears are all pouring down because of so they've not seen her for such a long time. Out of that love, the tears are flowing down. Because of that, the asrakantyaha means that the voice is choked, not coming out clearly. The Buddha very happily, Parishas Vajuhu, they embraced her. So her sisters and her mother ran and embraced her very lovingly, with tears flowing down from their eyes and their voice being choked up. But no one else in the Yajnasala, out of fear, the Daksha Prajapati welcomed her. Tam agatam tatra na kaschana adriyate vimanitam yajnakritaha bhayat janaha rute sasrurvai jananim cha sadaraha prema asu kantyaha parishas vajuhu Buddha. Number 8. Now, that Sati Devi has not been welcomed by her father. Her father did not step forward. If he had done that, all the previous things would have been forgotten. But he is carrying that enmity, so he didn't even bother making any gesture of welcome to her. So not being welcomed by her father, even though her sisters and her mother and her aunts, or chittihal, we say, they all gave her very loving welcome they gave, okay, and tremendous respect they gave. They were so happy, even though they did that, and they offered her a very nice, beautiful the asanam, the seat to sit on, very respectfully. They offered her a proper seat to sit on. And they embraced her. They welcomed her very lovingly, even though they did that, because she had not been welcomed by her father. Sati Devi did not accept the welcome meted out to her by her sisters and mother, and also did not accept the offer of the seat to which sit. Saudaryam Samprasna Samartha Vartaya Matra Cha Matru Prasrubihi Cha Sadaram Dattam Saparya Varamasanam Cha Sa Na Adatta Pitra Patinandita Sati. Saudaryam Samprasna Samartha Vartaya Matra Cha Matru Prasrubihi Cha Sadaram Tattam Sapadyam Varam Asanam Cha Sa Na Adatta Pitra Pratinandita Sati. Pitra, by her father, Apratinandita, not being welcomed by her father. Sa Sati, that Sati Devi, Saudarya Samprasna Samartha Vartaya. See, Saudarya Samprasna Samartha Vartaya. Now, Samartham, we say colloquially Samarth, that Samarthyam comes from this. No, it is not smartness, but it is forthrightedness. It is honesty, okay? It is truthfulness. That is what it means. So here, the Saudarya means by her sisters, Sahodari, we say, right? Sahodari, like Sodari. And as we see in some songs and all that, so Sodari. So his sisters, Saudarya means of her sisters, Samprasna, and Samprasna, beautiful greetings. Samprasna, the word Sam means it's very beautiful, exalted, very beautiful words of greetings. And Samartha means appropriate, properly done, okay, nothing deficient there, and nothing untruthful or dishonest about it, beautifully done. And Vartaya, the words spoken to them of welcome. So, Samprasna Samartha Vartaya Saudarya. The sister spoke to her Samprasnam, the greeting that they gave, the Samprasna Vartaya, the word spoken to them was one of greetings. And the greetings were Samartha, appropriate, very loving, very honest, genuine. So, Saudarya Samprasna Samartha Vartaya, not only by Saudarya, by her sisters, the Samprasna Vartaya, which is Samartha Samprasna Vartaya, was also spoken by her Matra, her mother. And Matra Satrubihi, her mother's sisters, everybody. And they Sadaram, lovingly, they gave her Dataram to give. The very lovingly given by them. What did they give? Saparyam. Saparyam means one of worship. They offered her very lovingly and speaking in a very loving way, the proper way, all kinds of proper respect was meted out to her, and the worshipful treatment they gave her, and very lovingly. And also in addition to that, Varam Asanam Cha. Varam means best, very good. Exalted asanam, a chair to sit on, so whatever it is, a chair to sit on. They welcomed her and also offered her a seat. But that Sati Devi, because Pitra Apratinandita, because she was not welcomed by her father, that Sati Na Adata, she did not accept the welcome and the seat offered to her lovingly by her sisters, mother and mother's sisters. Saudarya Samprasna Samartha Vartaya Matra Cha Matrisvastrubihi Cha Sadaram Dattam Sampradyam Varam Asanam Cha Sa Na Adatta Pitra Apratinandita Sati. Number 9. Now, not being properly greeted and meted out the appropriate respectful treatment in the Yagasalai, that it's actually it is see, indifference, as they say, is the opposite of love, not hatred. Hatred means you still care about that person. Indifference means you completely not. It doesn't even bothered about this. So that's the kind of treatment she got. Okay, so in not being properly respected and welcomed and being given the proper treatment in Yajnasalai, that Sati Devi, what did she do? In that Yagam, there has been no offering offered or allocated for Sivabharaman. Then, and this Sivabharaman is all pervasive, okay, present everywhere. And in his matter, his father again has meted out tremendous humiliation and disrespect to her husband. She saw all that. Because of that, she became very angry, boiling with anger. And her anger was such that it was like it was going to burn up all the worlds. That's how angry she was. Number 9. Arudrabhagam tam avekshya cha advaram pitra cha deve kruta helanam vibhau. Anadruta yajna sadasi adhiswari chukopa lokan iva dakshyati rusha. Arudrabhagam tam avekshya cha advaram pitra cha deve kruta helanam vibhau. Anadruta yajna sadasi adhiswari chukopa lokan iva dakshyati rusha. Yajna sadasi anadruta adhiswari. Yajna sadasi. In the Yajnasalai. We saw in Slokam 7, Adriyat, right? Na kaschana adri. Nobody gave her respect. So anadruta means not being respected, not being welcomed in the Yajnasalai, Adhiswari, that Sati Devi, that the Lokamata, Sati Devi, Arudrabhagam, Tam Advaram. Advaram means that yagam, that being done. What is that yagam? Arudrabhagam. That means no offering has been given or allocated to be given to Sivaperuman, to Rudra. Then Deve Vibhav. Bhagavan Sivaperuman Deve Vibhav. Vibhav means he is not only present everywhere, granter of all wishes, all the things you desire, but also he grants things unasked for that is good for you. And Lokapita, and the ultimate, that Deve Vibhav, in the matter of that Sivaperuman, who is the Lord of all, in this matter, Pitra Kruta Helanam. Pitra, his father, Helanam Kruta Cha. The Helanam means avamanam, we say, disrespect, again, humiliation, derision, okay? All those things done by Kruta, done by Pitra, her father. Avekshya, she saw all this. Rusha, with anger, in anger, what did she do? Rusha in anger, Lokan iva dakshyati. Lokan iva dakshyati. To burn all the worlds, okay? Like that, iva, like that, Chukopa, she expressed her anger. With tremendous anger, she expressed it as if the anger itself will burn away all the world, because she saw in the Yajnasalai there was no proper offering, there was no offering at all, allocated or being given to Sivaperuman, who is the Lord of all. And because her father, who's humiliating and deriding her father, her husband, looking at all this, she became extremely angry. And her look was such that her anger alone would burn, completely pulverize all the worlds. Arudra bhagam tam avekshya cha adharam pitra cha deve kruta helanam vibhav anadruta yajna sadasi adhisvari chukopa lokan iva dakshyati rusha. Number 10. Now, because she was so angry, her voice took on a different tone. When you're very angry, your voice sounds different. And the words she spoke, and they were also powerful. With the words she spoke, now all the Devaganangal, all the retinue that accompanied her, the various Buddha Ganangal, Yaksha Ganangal, Nandi Bhagavan, everybody, they all immediately wanted to go and attack Daksha, because what Daksha had done, and that made Sati Devi so angry. Naturally, they will go and protect her, but with her angry voice, the words that spoke, she ordered them to control them with her words. She said, no. That Parasakti, then she started, Jagarha means, the word, I've not read the slokam yet for you, but the important word is Jagarha. Jagarha means number 10, right? Number 10. That means to condemn. She condemned her father in presence of everybody. and she spoke in such an angry voice, and she controlled the retinue, everybody who followed her, Bhudagananga and all that. She controlled them and stopped them from taking any action. Number 10. Jagarha Samarsha Vipannaya Gira Sivad Visham Dhuma Patasrama Smayam Dhuma Patasrama Smayam Swatejasa Bhutaganan Samuttitan Nigruha Devi Jagataha Abhisrunvataha. Jagarha Samarsha Vipannaya Gira Sivadvisham Dhumapata Srama Smayam Swatejasa Bhutaganan Samuttitan Nigruha Devi Jagataha Abhisrunvataha. Now, Amarsha Vipannaya. Amarsha Vipannaya. Sa Amarsha Jagarha Sa Amarsha Vipannaya. Amarsha Vipannaya means the Amarsha Vipannaya. You can even take Gira also along with that. Gira means words that she spoke. Okay. But Vipannaya means that is transformed, that is changed. Amarsha with anger. Because of her anger, the tone itself of her voice changed. And then the Gira, by the words spoken by her, Gira, Samuttitan Bhutaganan Tejasa Nigruhya. Samuttitan. Uttita means to get up. Okay? So Samuttitan means all the Samuttitan, Devaganan, the Bhutaganan, all the Bhudaganangal, they all immediately started to fight with Daksha. So Samuttitan, Bhutaganan, Samuttitan, who started to go and attack him, what did she do? Satejasa, with her own viryam, with her own tejas, with her own inner power. Nigruha, she stopped them, controlled them. Okay? So they all immediately stopped, okay, out of respect, reverence to her. Then, with some Amarsha Vipannaya Gira, with words that, or the tone, the voice of the tone of the voice is changed because of anger, and then the words Gira, with the words spoken by her, how did she speak? Sa Devi, that Devi Parasakti Sati Devi, Jagataha Abhisrunvataha. Jagataha, all the people present there, Abhisrunvataha, so they all are able to listen, hear in a voice she spoke where everybody could hear her. Abhisrunvataha, so they all could hear her very clearly. Dhuma Pata Srama Smayam. Dhuma means one part of it is smoke, okay, that we all know, okay. But Dhuma Pata means pathway, right? We all know that. But Dhuma, the pathway of smoke is what? Doing yajnam, doing sacrifice. So in the pathway of sacrifice, doing sacrifice, in other words, putting it in a simple way, Dhuma Pata, Srama, see, Sramam, we know, Sramam means difficulties, troubles, and we say in colloquial also, okay? Brahma Srama Parela, we ask like that, right? Or you finding it very difficult. To perform a yagam is not easy. To perform this most exalted yagam, Brihaspati Savam, that's the name of the yagam, remember that, okay? That is performing, that is very difficult to do. And so Dhumapata Srama, doing that great yagam and undergoing all the difficulties and troubles, along with that, what happens when you do achieve something, and immediately you have a certain sense of pride. I have done this. I have accomplished this. Because of that, Smayam became very proud. who became very proud, that Siva Visham. Dvisham means hatred. Okay? And hatred towards Siva. Who is that? Her father. Siva Visham, who has developed hatred towards Siva, her husband, and who has become proud because he is performing this very difficult yagam, undertaken all the troubles and all that. Siva Visham, that father, to that father, in Tamil we say that Siva Dveshi. Dveshi is a word that you would have heard colloquially. Dveshi means hatred. And Siva Dveshi, Siva Dvisham, the grammar means that Siva Dveshiyai. I'm saying this in Tamil so you can understand it clearly in grammar. Siva Dveshiyai, who's her father? What did she do? Jagarha. She condemned him. Words spoken by her could be heard by everybody. Her tone itself has changed, voice itself has changed because of her anger. And with her innate power, she controlled all the retinue that had followed her, who were prepared to, it had started to attack Daksha because of what he did to her. But she controlled them with her innate power, with her tejas. And then she spoke, she condemned her father, who's developed hatred towards her husband. Her words could be heard by everybody. Jagarha sa amarsha vipannaya gira sivadvisham dhumapata srama smayam swatejasa bhutaganan samuttitan nigraha devi jagataha abhisrunvataha. Devi uvacha. No, Devi speaking. Now she sees. Okay, let us see what she says. Number 11. She says, told her husband, see the condemnation, the word Jagarha, we saw in the previous slokam. Our mind may think in terms of what we mean by condemnation today. You know, the English word is difficult, right? And Jagarha is difficult to translate. But the way she spoke to her father is not the way we would condemn somebody today. Because we use all kinds of foul words and all these things, right? Putting them down. But here, remember, Sati Devi is Lokamata, still speak the truth, Satyam only. Okay? And look at how she condemns her father, in what way. The worst condemnation you can have, you can tell somebody is that he is an adharmi. One who hates Bhagavan. Forget, Bhagavan says, Manmana bhava mad bhaktaha, love me, he says. Like the way Kamsa was, full of hatred. Right? Isn't it? Towards Krishna, like the way Sisupalan was. Okay? But that is a condemnation. They hate the embodiment of love. They hate love itself. So that is the worst condemnation you can have. And that is what she tells her father. She says, listen, the one entity that is most loved by all the beings in all the world, the one they love very much, and for this entity, there is no one that is excluded. He includes everybody. Same way, non-judgmentally, with same love, everybody is embraced. And he has no enmity. He has no enemies at all. He has no enmity towards anybody. To that entity, to that person who is also Sakala Jiva Antaryami, the indweller in every being is that person. To that entity, to that person, other than you, who will develop enmity, she says. So, this is the first thing that she speaks in slokam number 11. Devi Uvacha, न यस्य लोके अस्ति अतिसायनः प्रियः तथा अप्रियः देहभृतां प्रियात् मनः तस्मिन् समस्तात्मनि मुक्तवैरके वृते भवन्तं कथमः प्रतीपयेत् वृते except bhavantam except you. See, bhavantam is a respectful way of saying you. Please understand. Okay, bhavantan. In Sanskritam, you is not just you in the way we speak in English. When in Hindi we say aap. No, even more than that is in Sanskritam we say mahodaya. Very respectful, worshipful way of addressing somebody. When we say bhavan, and then you say bhavantam is even more respectful to her father. See, she did not lose her respect. She did not call him names as we do today when we condemn somebody. What point she says is, how can, other than you, who can develop enmity towards this Sakala Jiva Antaryami, the Lokapriya? He is the one loved by everybody, and he includes everyone, so he has no enmity towards anybody. That person you have developed hatred is the first thing question she asked. न यस्य लोके अस्ति अतिसायनः प्रियः तथा अप्रियः देहभृतां प्रियात् मनः तस्मिन् समस्तात्मनि मुक्त वैरके means enmity वृते except bhavantam you katamah pratipayet. Slokam number 11. Dehabhrutam priyatmanah yasya. Dehabhrutam, all and Dehabhrutam, all the beings who have taken a body, putting it literal translation. Okay, Bhrita means to carry, Deha beings, Dehabhrutam, Deha means body, Bhrutam, one who is supporting, support the indweller, the supporter of everybody, for all the Jivaratigal, for everything, not only Jivaratigal, including a mountain, including a piece of stone or a speck of sand. Okay, everything. Everything has got a Deham. Some are gross and some are subtle Deham, including the virus that we are experiencing today, right? But that has got a subtle body. And even though my eyes cannot see it, it is very much there. But for all the Dehabhrutam, there is a supporter. So all the beings supported by, that is Bhrutam, the being supported by those beings, Priyatmanaha, the one that they all love. Yasya, who, to whom they love. What is this love? See, as I shared with you a few times before, in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it says, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya, Prutyorma Amrutam Gamaya. This is a prayer that every being is doing voluntarily, intuitively, continuously, you and I and everything, including a cockroach. They may not say it in words. You may not say it in words. And I may not say it in words. But the inner calling, the inner yearning, the inner restlessness that every being has got is this. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. That loving prayer, who do they love? Who do they say this prayer to? Lead me to truth from untruth, all this temporary things that are all absolutely illusionary. From this, lead me to truth, Satyam. And give me the knowledge, remove my darkness, and give me the knowledge, lead me to knowledge itself, where everything is shining with clarity, right? Such a blissful it is. And from mortality to take me to immortality, where there is no birth, there is no death. Where there is no like, there is no dislike. Right? So that prayer, everyone has. Dehabhrutam, that is Priyatmanaha. That is that indweller, that Bhagavan. Yasya, to whom, that person. Loke Atisayanaha Priyaha. Loke. In Loke, in this world, okay. Atisayanaha Priyaha. the one who's loved the most. Now we may call Bhagavan by so many names. Doesn't matter. We call it religion, different subsect. These are all immaterial. Everybody prays to only one entity, Ekam Sat. But we do it in our own way. That is fine. But we do it. Everybody is compelled to do it. Everybody is impelled from inside to do it. So they all, Adisayana, the one who's loved by everybody through the various worships that we do, right? Tata apriyaha na asti. Tata, in the same way, yasya apriyaha nasti. Yasya, to whom apriyaha na asti, there is no one whom he does not like, does not love. Bhagavan's love is universal, same way, doesn't decrease, doesn't increase, doesn't change. To everybody, he loves everybody the same way at all times, in all places. So, apriyaha nasti, there is nobody whom he doesn't love. That doesn't exist. Yasya, to whom there is nobody that's not wanted. Tasmin, that mukta vairake, that entity, mukta vairake means does not have enmity towards anything at all. Bhagavan has no enmity towards anything. It's only pure love. That tasmin, mukta vairake, to that entity who has no enemies, samasta atmani, sarvajiva, sakalajiva, antaryami, indweller in everything. That samasta atmani, atmani means in that indweller, that in the matter of that indweller, that Paramatma, that Kshetrajna, right? Samasta atmani, that entity, in that entity, bhavantam rute, other than you, katamaha, who else? Pratipayet, will develop enmity other than you for this person who's loved by everybody, who's prayed to, worshipped by everybody, there is no one that is not wanted by him, everybody is included in him, and he has no enmity towards anybody, and he is a Sakalajiva Antaryami, Samastatmani. In him you have developed enmity. Other than you, who will do it? Is what she is asking. Jagarha, number 11. Devi Uvacha. Na yasya loke asti atisayanaha priyaha tatha apriyaha dehabrutam priya atmanaha tasmin samasta atmani mukta vairake rute bhavantam katamaha pratipayet. She is asking. I'll read it again. Na yasya loke asti atisayanaha priyaha tata apriyaha dehabrutam priyatmanaha tasmin samasta atmani mukta vairake rute bhavantam, other than you, katamaha, who else, pratipayet, will develop enmity. She's first question she's asking. Okay? She's first word she spoke. Then our time is up, so we'll take up and continue with Bhagavan's ways tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Santit Santit Santihi. Harihi Om.